What if everything you think you know about studying is wrong? What if trying to study more is actually the problem? We've all been there. The clock is ticking, the textbook is massive, and your brain feels full, so you cram. You highlight entire pages. You reread notes until your eyes glaze over. It feels productive, but a week later, can you remember any of it? Probably not. That's because fast studying isn't about how many hours you log. It's about studying smarter. Today, we're not talking about magic pills or photogenic memory. We're talking about three powerful science-backed techniques that will help you learn faster, remember longer, and finally break free from the cram cycle. Let's rebuild your study method from the ground up. First, the focus sprint. Your brain's attention is not built for marathons. Neuroscience shows we learn best in short, intense bursts. So, set a timer for 25 minutes. In that time, you do nothing but study phone in another room, complete focus. Then, you take a mandatory 5-minute break. This is called the Pomodoro Technique. It works because it respects your brain's natural rhythm. That I have to study all day feeling turns into, I can do anything for 25 minutes. But what do you actually do in that 25 minutes? This leads to our second big idea. Second, active recall, the self-test. Here's the shift. Stop being a passenger, start being the driver. Highlighting and rereading are passive. They create an illusion of competence. You recognize the info, so you think you know it. To study fast, you must be active. Close the book. Take a blank sheet of paper. Now, write down everything you remember about the topic. Force your brain to retrieve the information. It's uncomfortable. You'll have gaps. But a study in Science magazine found that this retrieval practice is dramatically more effective than passive review. Every time you successfully recall something, you build a stronger path to that memory in your brain. Use flashcards, but struggle with the answer for a moment before flipping. That struggle is where learning happens. Once you can recall it, how do you make sure you truly understand it? Third, the Feynman technique, teach it to a child. True understanding is simple. Take a concept and explain it out loud in the simplest language possible, as if to a 12-year-old. No jargon. If you can't explain it simply, you don't understand it well enough. Where do you get stuck? Where do you resort to complex terms? That gap is exactly what you need to go back and study. This method, named after physicist Richard Feynman, forces you to see relationships and build real understanding, not just memorize definitions. Now, you're learning faster, but how do you stop forgetting everything by next week? Fourth, spaced repetition, the art of strategic forgetting. Forgetting isn't your enemy, it's a tool. We forget in a predictable pattern called the forgetting curve. But if we review information just as we're about to forget it, the memory becomes superglued in your mind. Instead of a 5-hour cram session, study for 1 hour today, 20 minutes in 2 days, 10 minutes next week. This spaced-out practice is proven to be the most efficient way to build long-term memory. You're not fighting your brain, you're working with it. Finally, to make your knowledge flexible and ready for anything. Fifth, interleaving, mix it up. Don't study one thing for too long. If you're practicing math, mix algebra, geometry, and calculus problems. If you're learning a language, mix vocabulary, reading, and listening. Research shows that interleaving switching between related skills improves your brain's ability to discriminate between concepts and apply the right solution. It feels harder, but it builds a stronger, more adaptable understanding. So, let's bring it all together. Fast studying is a system. First, work with your attention using focus sprints. Next, force retrieval using active recall. Then, simplify to understand using the Feynman technique. After that, design your forgetting using spaced repetition. Finally, mix your practice using interleaving. It might feel slower at first. That resistance, that's a signal you're building real, lasting knowledge. Here's my call to action for you. Before your next study session, pick just one of these techniques. Try it. Then ask yourself, what if the secret to learning faster was never about trying harder, but about trying differently? Let me know which one you try first in the comments. Thanks for watching.